Since beginning his teaching career in 2013, he has been dedicated to nurturing technical skills and logical thinking among students. His core areas of expertise include programming languages such as C, C++, Python, and an expertise in AI and ML, along with advanced Microsoft Excel, focusing on data analysis tools, formulas, and functions. He is also actively engaged in curriculum development and academic research in computer science education. Dr. Panse is widely appreciated for his practical hands on approach to teaching and his commitment to preparing students with industry relevant skills. We are truly honored to have him with us today. Now, without further delay, I request Dr. Vijay Panse to take over the session.
Thank you, ma'am, for the introduction. I thank everyone for all those who are involved in giving this opportunity to conduct this webinar on utilizing AI to personalize learning. So, see, we are using AI for so many years, and we as educators, we need to use whatever we can use to make the learning better and to improve the assessment of the students. So let me start. My session would be just a revision for those who use AI, and you may be getting some small things that can be used by the teachers and the students to improve their learning and to grow with the knowledge of whatever things that the AI can do. So I'll just take a second to share my other screen. So let us begin. Like, how can we use AI to plan our lectures, prepare our notes? Anyone can just do a thumbs up whether the screen is visible. My Chrome screen. Okay, thank you very much, ma'am, sir. So first, I begin with ChatGPT. Everybody uses ChatGPT. There are so many tools. We have ChatGPT, we have Perplexity, we have Gemini. So all this can be used. So right now, I'm not logging into any of the accounts. So I have just opened up my Chrome and I write over here ChatGPT and I write over here Gemini. So I'm not logging into any account and I'll just write down my query. So to begin with, I simply will just see that how can we give our syllabus to AI to prepare our classes, to prepare for the lectures, to organize the content, to prepare various handouts and learning material like question banks, MCQs for the students. After this, we'll be learning how we can use the same content given by the ChatGPT to just prepare presentations. Again, we'll be using AI, we'll be using Gamma. We have a new feature in Canva, so we can use that. And there are so many other tools. Then we'll be using how we can prepare the various assignments with the help of the Bloom's taxonomy. For the students, we can use quizzes, we can use Kahoot. Everybody uses Google Forms, so how we can analyze the data. And we also have some other AI tools. Like we have a tool, a tool called Napkin AI, and we also have another tool called as Notebook LM. So we can even use that. So I have my ChatGPT screen in front of you. So I write over here. Let me take a very generalized topic. Let me say time management. So I just have to give a prompt. Now to use the prompt instead of typing, I can simply press Windows H on my keyboard. You will see this small window on the screen. So I have pressed Windows and H key. So I'll just say I need to prepare the lecture plan to teach time management to the students. Kindly help me to do the same. So I did not type it. I just used Windows H and I did text to speech. So that's also a simple example of AI. So it says lecture overview. So now there are learning outcomes. We have the icebreaker activity. Where does your time go? Many of the times when we teach the students, they say that these are the 5 questions. These are the five programs that you need to write and bring it with you the next day. When the next day the student comes, the student usually says, "Sir, I could not manage to get time. Everybody has got 24 hours, but still, some of the students they are able to do. Some of the students they just make an excuse that I was little busy. I went out, so I could not do it. So some sleep more, some sleep less, some waste the time on the phone scrolling. So just an example of how we can plan a lesson, plan the lecture regarding the time management for the students. So just see, I simply wrote one statement: prepare the lecture plan to teach time management to the students. And here we have the plan of the complete lecture. So we have the learning objectives. Okay. So understanding what is time management. So it depends on what topic you are going with. So now we also have the core content, the meaning of time management, the importance of time management, common time wasters, as you can see. Then we have the key time management techniques. And then we have, so as per the need, as per the requirement, we can go about it. Now, the complete thing is ready. So whatever I want, I can take it up with me. I can just take a print. I can copy it to a Word file. I can keep it with me. And even down there, still I have not logged in. There we have the option of share. So if I click on this share button, it says copy the link. So the link has got copied. So you can see, I can simply paste the link. I can keep the link with me and I can share it with whomsoever I want. I can share it with the students. I can share it with my fellow teachers. So I have not logged in and I have this link with me, which will work anytime. So I just go to a new tab and I paste the link. So it is there. It is showing the contents which I had checked and which I had prepared. So this is one way how we can use AI. Now it says how we can make learning better for the students. Now when we go to a class, if suppose there are 40 students in the class, 10 of them would be able to understand everything whatever you teach. Another 10 would not be able to understand everything, but yes, some things. There would be few of them, 5 to 8 of them, who just don't understand and they are least interested. So how we can use AI to motivate them? So I'll just go to the next part where I said that we can take the help of the AI to organize contents and prepare learning material. So I can simply write over here, help me prepare a set of 20 multiple choice questions for the above topic for all the students. So here I have the MCQs. So if suppose you teach a topic, you have the MCQs. So I can just take them up to a Google form. Usually we used to do the same, but then taking it to the Google form, if suppose there are 20 questions, then we'll have to take each one of it one by one. First, we'll have to take a question, then we'll have to take up the options and we'll have to put. So that will take up a lot of time. So we can just use some other alternatives. So like we have Google form, we can simply use quizzes, we can use Kahoot. So let me check quizzes first, then I'll check out Kahoot. So quizzes is there on the Wayground. You can just create a free account. And the best part about quizzes is, if suppose I give 20 questions to a student, and it will be taking you up in full screen mode. Okay. So if suppose the student minimizes the window and goes to another tab or opens up another window, it will show that for question number 4, the student minimize the tab for 20 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. So likewise, and the best part about quizzes is you can give a certain time limit for every question. So if suppose you want to give 10 seconds, you want to give 20 seconds, so you can just give the time that only that for that particular question, 10 seconds for each question would be given. So the student cannot take more time to solve, to mark a question. So I'll just open up quizzes. There's an option of create. So I click on create. My Wayground quizzes screen is loading up. So I click on create a resource. Now it says assessment, presentation, video. So whatever you want, you can do. So I first click on assessment. Now it's asking create with the prompt or text. Okay, create with the standards or curriculum, start from scratch. We can also use any document to create it. I can save my content given over here to a document and I can import that. So I simply select the first option. So this says enter a topic or paste content. So what I am trying to do is I select the contents, I copy it, and I paste the contents. It says grade level, depth of knowledge, number of questions. I mark it 20, output language is English, and I click on create resource. There are multiple ways which can be used to create a quiz with the help of this Wayground. That is, the earlier name was quizzes. So it's loading up. It may take a few seconds. So till that time, let me go to Kahoot. So I can even use the same. So Kahoot, the interface looks like this when it is given to the students. So we can simply log in. Okay, so I go back to my quizzes Wayground, my 20 questions along with the answers are ready. It says 20 questions, 20 points, 10 minutes. So everything is created, which would have taken at least half an hour if we had used Google Forms. So there you have various settings. You can also use generate with AI, but it will be limited for the free account. It has given a time management quiz. We have the option of publish towards the right. There are settings, so we can mark up various settings. We have the option of preview and we have more options. So there you can find out like how much time to be given for each question. So when I click on publish, it is loading up. On the left hand side, we have various options. And this option gives the option to show answers. So if you want to show the answer at the same point, if suppose somebody marks an answer, marks an option, and if you want to display the answer immediately, you can mark it. That option is also there in Google Form. But if you don't want it, you can just remove this tick mark from over here. So this is the way how you can use quizzes. And once you are done with the session, you can just see the reports. So it shows various reports, and it also shows, like as I told you earlier, that how much time was taken up by a student, and how much time was the student who has opened some other tab to check out something else. It may be a phone call, it may be the student is trying to search an answer. So now I am trying to open up Kahoot. So I'm just using my Gmail account to log into the option of Kahoot. Okay, so I got it. So on the top right, I have an option to create. So it says a story, it says a course, it says a short interactive lesson with polls and quiz. So I select it, it is loading up. Okay. So now there are various options. We can import a PDF, we can generate a Kahoot based on the topic, we can use a blank canvas, we can upload the presentation. So I simply select the blank canvas and I can put up the answers. I can also click on generate, and I can just simply click on topic. So my topic was time management. I click on generate. So it's generating questions. So there we have the questions. So this is ready, this is done. So it has prepared 20 questions automatically. Okay, you can check it out. It says, how do you feel about time management? And towards the right side, it shows up add all 20. So I have just given the example of Wayground, that was quizzes, and the example of Kahoot. Like this, we have so many other tools. So we can just use it to take the feedback from the students. So this can be done on, say, a weekly basis. If suppose I'm taking a topic, if suppose I am teaching C++ or I'm teaching Python or I am teaching any of the subjects of the accountancy or management, so I can just take up the content taught in that particular week. I can put it up and I can take a feedback. So by the end of the week, or maybe on Monday, on the very first day of the week, we can have a quick revision of the students. So that will help us just to know the learning of the students, and with the help of that we can try to improve the learning of the students. So this is how we can use Kahoot, we can use Wayground. Next, I have another tool called as the Napkin AI. So I go to napkin.ai.com. So it says get visuals from your text. So you can see, just look at the website. So I simply go to sign in. I am trying to sign in with my Google account. So it is signing in. I click on continue, it's loading. Okay. So the signing in is done. So now again, I go back to my topic. My topic, which I took, was the time management. So we have different techniques of time management. Let me prepare something about the SMART goals. So I take up the SMART goals. I select new napkin. I simply select by pasting my idea. So I paste SMART goals. That's it. So it is, the content has been given to it, and now I can just, okay, so I simply copied this small little paragraph, the SMART goals. I selected specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. I copied and I just gave it to it. So it has prepared the complete content for me. And even I go back, I want to create a visual. Okay. So I can simply click on this generate visuals over here. So it will just analyze it, and you can see it's loading up. So there it is done. I just gave these five words. I just gave the words specific, measurable, achievement, relevant, and time bound. And you can see the AI suggestions which are there on the left. If I take up this one, so you can see my image is ready. I can simply copy and paste it, and I can teach the students with the help of this. Or if suppose I take up any one of it, so all this is here, and the description of the content is also generated by the artificial intelligence. So that is how you can use AI. The best part of the Napkin AI, which I like, is this generate option. There may be limitations in the free version, so we can simply use 2 or 3 email IDs. So we can work with this. So we can select, and there are even more options. It depends on the speed. So here we have the smart goals. Great. So you can just see my smart goal setting pyramid. So it says time bound, define timeline for completion. We have relevance, achievable, measurable. So this is how we can use the napkin AI. Likewise, we also have another AI tool. So I simply write notebook LM. So it is a research tool. So I go to the notebooklm.google. So it opens up something like this. I hope my screen is visible to all of you. Okay, thank you. So I click on try notebook LM. So it is already taken up. It is logged into my account. So I simply click on create new notebook. We have something which was made earlier. So I wrote Python project. Even okay, so let me start fresh. So I simply click on create new notebook. Now here you can drop your PDF, you can drop your documents, drop your images, audios, whatever you want to put, and within seconds it will help you to create the gist of it. So it also has got the link with the, you can also even put the YouTube links. Okay, and you can search for the web resources. And the best part of this is, if suppose I have an audio recording of say 5 minutes, if I put that, within no time it will just check out your audio file and will generate the overview. You can see this, generate the overview in different languages in whichever you want. If you want to prepare some report, if you want to prepare some quiz, everything can be done using this. So again, I go back to my topic of time management, which I searched in the beginning. So I'll again select my content. So I am selecting my content, and I am, the same thing we can also do with the Gemini. So I just copy my prompt. I put up the prompt. So I've copied the prompt, and so here there are various options. If you log in into the account, you will have the other options too. So I have not logged in, so I gave the same prompt. Now just see whichever. Okay, maybe it says some message you have been signed out. So I usually it works. So again, I put up the same prompt over here. So it is showing up. And the difference between the chat GPT and Gemini is simple, that this is the Google Gemini is by the Google, and this is by the open CV, open AI. So you can just see it has also generated some like images as well. Many a times the images are uh, they may contain some errors. So usually I don't prefer the images generated by the chat GPT or the Gemini. We also have the Claude AI, but it depends from person to person, whichever you find matching with your requirements. Sometimes the answers given by chat GPT are good, sometimes the answers given by Gemini are good, and sometimes Claude AI. There are so many different AIs, but they all are based on the learning models which are also used by the chat GPT or the Gemini. So we have the content again by this. So what I'll do, I'll I'm trying to copy some content, and I go to the notebook LM. I open up a Word file, and I'm saving the content which I copied. I save it with the name as teaching time management. So I have saved this file, and let me upload this file. So I select upload file, and here I select the file teaching time management. You can just see on the left hand side, it is checking up, loading it up. Like this, I can upload multiple files over here. Once it is uploaded, it will analyze, it will take a little time. Let me give this as time management. So once we give 2 3 files to it, it will take a few minutes to go through the contents, and then we can prepare all these. We can prepare mind maps, we can create an audio, we can create a video, we can generate a report, we can generate tables, we can generate a quiz, whatever we want. Everything could be done. Now, what all things which I have talked of now are useful for the teachers. Now, even I can see so many students, they have joined in. So if suppose some student needs some help with some particular topic, so he or she can simply write to the chat GPT or Gemini that I need to understand, say the topic of, let me say the topic, let me take the topic of, say, basic data types in Python. So you can give that prompt, and then you can write, kindly help me in detail about the given topic. So I again go to my chat GPT, which was not, which I have not logged in. So this is, so I'll give a prompt. I want to learn the basics of data types in Python. I am a beginner. Kindly help me with the theory and the practical parts. So I just gave the prompt, a small little prompt I have given. So it says it will explain what are data types, the main basic data types. So it is showing up all. Now, if suppose I am stuck with this, what are data types? So I can simply again ask the same, and I can again give a prompt. I cannot understand this data types. Please explain me again in detail. So you can just see earlier the same thing was explained in 2 3 lines. Okay, just it was there in 2 3 lines, and now when you ask the same question again, it is taking up more content. So it depends on whatever you're asking. So it says you can just see the answer. Data type tells in Python what kind of value is it. So when I teach the students, I simply give the example of water and something which we can hold in the hands, like say a chocolate. If I have to transfer a chocolate to someone, I can just pick it up and give it by hands. But if I have to transfer water, so I need a container to it. So there are different ways how somebody learns something. See, the teacher is the same in the classroom. There are 40, 50, 60, 70 different students. Somebody gets 90%, somebody gets 70%. So it is just that how we can make them understand so that they can learn it and they can apply it in their life or when they write the exam. So I'll just go back to the LM. Now see, my file which was getting analyzed is now completely analyzed. On the right side, you can see the mind map, flashcards, all the options have now activated. And here it simply says one source, and this source outlines a structured 60-minute educational session designed to help students for on the topic of time management. So this is done already. Now, if suppose I need to prepare a quiz based on this content, so I can click on this quiz. So it says standard. Let me click on fewer questions. Okay, let the difficulty be easy. I click on generate. It's loading up. Maybe I clicked on it twice, so it is loading. It will take little time and it will generate it. So I go back to what I was going through. Okay, so I was going through this. So this was about the preparation of the lectures. We can organize contents. Just we give a small little prompt, and like in mathematics or in programming, when we teach, when we get the syllabus, there are certain parts which are not in a particular proper sequence. If suppose I have to teach the advanced Excel and I need to teach basics first, so in the syllabus they may be not in a proper sequence, proper structure, so we can simply copy and paste that part of the syllabus and we can give that. Okay, so kindly help in structurizing this particular part of the syllabus for the students. We can just also give the level, whether it's class 8, class 11, or college level, first year, second year. So it will help you to do your work. Another thing for the teachers is when you are giving the assessment marks. So I prefer using Excel. So I can just show you one of my sheets, or I can just create one. I should not be showing the current sheets. So I can simply create a file. I can have the serial number, the roll number here would be the unique ID, the student name, and then I can say like assessment one. It can be assessment CC marks, whatever. So I have this. Now the list of the students, we already have it when we mark the attendance, so we can get the student names and lists. So this is the first time this has to be done just once for one class. Once we have got all the names, we can easily continue with the same. Let me see if I can get some random names so that we can start with the same. So Okay, so I can simply remove the names of the students and I can show the sheet to you. So this, I have the list of students. I just remove the names and I can just create the list like this, whether they have uploaded the soft copy, whether they have given the hard copy or not. So the CC2, it was a presentation. So we can prepare a list and accordingly on the other sides, like I can give the marks. I can simply write if somebody has not uploaded, I can give the marks accordingly. And there's another sheet. This is the sheet which I show to the students just to show them how I have maintained their records. And I have another sheet which is linked to this sheet and where the same details are given. And depending on the remarks which are given over here, it gives the marks accordingly. So as you can also see here, it is also a linked sheet. If their name is there, it shows uploaded, otherwise it shows not uploaded. So this is also the data is coming up from another sheet. So likewise, we can make use of Excel to, as I told you, that every week we can create a small assessment. We can note down the marks of assessment, and then depending on that, we can prepare the curriculum in a manner that whether we want the student, if suppose somebody is not able to cope up or not able to score a good score in say three consecutive weeks, so in that case we can just prepare little more for that particular student so that he can gain with the help of our class. So I close this and I go back to my notebook LM, which was loading up. So it says time management quiz, one source, 1 minute ago, it is created. So I simply click on this. So just see, this is the first question, second question. So I'm not able to see your screen. Okay, done. So this is my, these are the 10 questions which have been created by the notebook LM. So I can just check it out. Okay. So 6 minutes ago, these were created. If suppose instead of time management, my topic was related to accounting or mathematics, so I can create a data table. Okay, I can create the flashcards. So whatever I want, let me create a mind map. So I've clicked on it once. Previously, I clicked on it twice. So I can even delete. So the mind map is created. So you can see within a few seconds, the mind map for teaching time management is created and this is done. Okay. So usually this takes a lot of time if we do it manually. So you can just see, I just gave a small Word file to it and just see my mind map. It is created. On the top right, we have the option to download. Okay. And I click on it. Again, it will tell me about the content. So I go back to my mind map. I simply clicked on one of the topics. I click on the jar total time. So when I click on that, it will take me to my main screen of the notebook LM and it tells me the details about that particular topic. We also have the option to download it. It will save to a PNG file. So let me open up the PNG which is created and you can just see it got created like this. Maybe I clicked on something. Oh, another AI tool popped up. So my PNG file the file name is notebook lm mind map. So here it is created, it is blank. I can use it anywhere, wherever I want. So I can simply go back to my same Word file which I gave to the notebook LM, and I can simply insert that particular image and you can use it anywhere. So I take up the image and I go and I put up the image. So my image is over here and it is of really good quality. Even if you zoom it, it will not, the quality of it will not be bad. So I hope my screen is visible to everyone. Okay. Thank you so much for the response. So now I go back to the notebook LM. So you can just explore this notebook LM. Even the teachers, they can use it. The students can also use it. It helps a lot. After notebook LM, I go to the slides preparation. So again, I go back to my first content. It was the example which I took was time management for students. Actually, early in the morning today, just before the session, I met a student and he was supposed to submit the CC, but he was late by a week. The date for submission was last Friday, and he came after a week and he was like, "Sir, I could not get time to complete my CC." And just as a little task to the students, I tell them in the class, if you are late by more than 2 days, then you have to write the CC twice. And if the day number of days increase, you have to write it thrice. That is a small punishment, a simple punishment I give, irrespective of the category of the student. Whether a student is studious or not studious, or whichever the category, they have to write it that number of times. Otherwise, I don't accept. So he gave it to me written in like twice. So I just asked him why you could not do it. All the others have given, only 3 of you are left to give out of the class of 67. So that is the reason I am stuck with the time management. And then I came for the session. So I take up the content. Okay, so now I need to prepare the slides. So I simply give a prompt. I need to prepare PowerPoint presentation slides for the above content. Kindly help me to create the content for 6 PowerPoint slides. Okay, so I have taken up 6 PowerPoint slides because if I use the Gamma tool, so that will, for free, it helps me to make 8 slides. A few days back, I was supposed to create a presentation which I had to create with 25 slides. So I just used 3 different accounts and I prepared the notes from the different AI tools. After I checked out the notes, I copied them to my Word, made changes as required. They were required by me. And after making the changes, I divided the complete part in the part of 8, 8, and 8. So just see here, I have given only the 6 slides. So as PowerPoint presentation, see, it should contain only the main headers of the topics and the explanation we are supposed to give. We are not supposed to put everything in a slide. So I have copied the main content of the slide. Okay, so I have the 6 slides. So the last slide says action plan and confusion. I have taken up 6 so that if I have to make changes, I am left with the 2 more slides options. So after I copy this, I go back to my browser where I have the login and I need to use gamma.app. That is one of the easiest way how you can create. So you can see there, you can see my history 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 8 months ago, 1 day ago, 25 days ago, 1 month ago, 8 months ago. So I simply, we have the various options. You can just log into it. I have a free account. If you have a paid account, you can have more options. So create new gamma, and we have the option of import. Okay. So the option of plain import is just import the text. I have the option of new gamma as well. And I have the option of create new. Now, when I select the first option, create new, so we have this option. See, even the same was used in the previous time also. So the first one says generate from one line prompt. I can simply write their time management. If I already have the content with me, so I can select the paste in. I can also use a template. So if you select, this is a new feature of Gamma, so I can use a template. So whichever template I want to use, I can select it and I can use it. So for now, I have the content with me. I have to prepare a presentation. You also have other options to prepare a web page, a document, to post it on the social media. Okay, presentation. So I select 16 is to 9 and I simply put up content over here. My content is done. So now it says, what do you want to do with the content? So I write generate from the notes or an outline. So I simply select the first option. Okay, if suppose I want to take up the exact text, so I can take it from here. If I want to summarize, so you can just select it. I'm just showing you how you can use it. There are various tools available. And I simply click on continue to prompt editor. So it will just take up a few minutes. So it's loading up. So see, as I gave the heading slide one, slide two, so there are 7 slides. Maybe this was not able to fit in, so it has made 2 different slides for this. So the slides are done. I can remove the headings like this from here. Whatever changes you want to make, you can make changes. So I don't want the slide headings over here, so I remove it. And after I remove, I simply click on generate. You can select from the left hand side, there are various tools. Okay, how the content has to be there. We are writing for this. How the visuals, so if suppose, let me take up this option, daydream. So I select this one, and a very important part, image sources. If I want the AI images, if I want web images, if I want the stock photos, if I want illustrations, animated GIF, so whatever I want, let me select animated GIF. I have not used this earlier. Okay, and now we have the option. So this is also there earlier. If I select studio, so it's for the pro. So I just have the option to select classic, and I click on generate. Here, cards means the number of slides that we are making up. So it is loading up. So it is writing all the content on the prompt, the content that we gave it to it. And you can just see it says, don't close this tab while the generation is in progress. Okay, now last month we went for paper presentation, and one of the students, he might have used Gamma, and on the bottom right there was a copyright of Gamma. So what he did, he converted all the slides into images, and then he edited them. So that took a lot of time because there were so many slides. So I'll just show you how you can remove that for free without making up any changes. So here my slides are created, and I need to go back. Okay, so time management is over here. I click on share. I was not able to find the option to share, but yesterday I did it a few days back. Okay, the share option is here. The placement of this change, earlier it was somewhere this side. So I simply click on share. I get the same option which I was getting over here. So if I share the link, anyone can view but not edit. I want to export it to a PDF or to a PowerPoint presentation, to Google Slides, export as PNG. So I want to make changes. So I click on export to PowerPoint. I have clicked on export to PowerPoint. It is loading up. It will depend on the speed of the internet. Sometimes it takes time, even if this internet is faster. So I have the file name, time management for students. It has downloaded. The file size is 7.6 MB. It has got downloaded. Okay, done. So on the bottom right, you see this made with Gamma. So just look at my screen for the next 10 seconds and I will show you how you can remove this made with Gamma. Let me play it full screen so you can see on the bottom right over here, each of my slides, they have this made with Gamma. Oh, even there it is available, but it is just behind the image. I had put GIF, so it is not able to put GIFs. So, but it is also over here available. So it will just take me 20 seconds to remove this copyright from here. So first thing what I'll do is I'll select all my slides. I'll right click on it. I'll go to the layout and I have to select any one of it. So I select default. So the Gamma has gone. If the default is not available in your option, if suppose you only have one, so I select slide one master. I go to the view option. I go to slide master. This is the default one. I can simply remove all of them and the made with Gamma is over here. So I can simply remove this. That's it. I close the master view and it is done. So you can just see the copyright of made with Gamma is gone. And now here the font size is too tiny for my presentation. So I can simply select and increase the size and arrange my text. That was the reason I did not download the PDF. I downloaded the editable PPT file, the presentation file. So I can simply arrange it and make changes. But the best part, which I like in this, is we can simply remove the Gamma. I hope everybody was able to see. You can just write a message in the chat. Thank you so much for your responses. I can see the responses as well. I guess the chat was restricted. I'll just enable the chat. Okay, great. So let us go ahead with the next part. So, like we have the tools, there are certain topics which require case studies to be created to teach the students. Now, see, when we teach the students, there are so many different methods. One of the method is gamification. We can just give the students and ask them like, give them some points. I'm asking you 5 questions, and all those who answer more will be given more points. That is gamification. There, one way can be storytelling, one way can be case studies. So when we teach the small students, there's a topic called as moral story, and we just tell a small story, and at the end we get the moral of the story. So depending on the topic that you're teaching, that you're learning, so we can take the help of the AI tools to create various what we say like case studies. So depending on the topic, we can give the prompt, we can give the content, and it can help to create a case study. Okay, and all these things we can use. Okay, I hope you all must have seen the new option of Google Form, which says if suppose I have say 100 slots for a particular session, I can prepare a Google Form and then it shows that how many uh, responses I require. So let me also show that to you all. So I open up the Google Forms. So I'm opening the Google Forms. Okay, there are just two forms. So I click on the blank form. So I hope everybody knows how to prepare the forms, how to mark the answers, how to get the various responses. And there, when I click on publish, I simply select over here, and even with the link done, I click on publish. So just see over here, it says set close date or response limit. Even shows the new thing over here. So I guess somebody is raising the hand. So either I can select the close date and time. So if suppose today I'm starting up and I want this to be ended on or before 4th of March. So I can select 4th March. I can give the time 23:59 or whatever time I want to give, and I click on OK. So now it says the close date for this particular form is this. So I am not supposed to go open the form, open the system, and then turn off the responses. Or if suppose I want that I only want 200 responses or I want 50 responses. So whenever the 50 responses would be taken up, it would stop taking up the responses. So this is a new feature which I wanted to share. Maybe many of you would be knowing. All the things that we have discussed would be known to, I guess, almost all of you, but it is just a small revision, a quick revision for all of you. And if suppose any one of you has got any queries or you've got any doubts, they can just ask. I did not show you the Perplexity. So let me go back to Perplexity. So I go to Perplexity AI. Now this is also like ChatGPT, it's also like Gemini. We also even have the Claude AI. So you all can use it, but they all use the same language model. So if you have any queries, you can just raise your hands or you can unmute and you can speak, and you can also write in the chat. I can see the chat. Hello. Okay, so there was a doubt by some teacher, like how we can create the learning materials and the questions with the help of Bloom's taxonomy. So let me write a prompt regarding that. So I write over here, prepare prepare questions on the above topic using Bloom's taxonomy for the students. So I just gave this small prompt. So everything is there in the prompt. So there, we all know that there are 6 levels in the Bloom's taxonomy. So there we have the various questions. So it has given 26 questions on this small topic based on the different levels of Bloom's taxonomy. So everything is there for us. We just gave a small topic of time management. If you have any queries, you can ask. I guess nobody is writing any message in the chat. I hope I'm audible to everyone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Sir, I'm good afternoon, sir. Actually, I am having one query.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I'm Dr. Ajay Prashar from Trinity College,
Okay.
Jalandhar. So I just want to ask that whatever the tools that you have shared with all of us, these are all the trial versions, or basically we can do it with the trial version or advanced version that we need if we want to go for all these types of prompts and if we want to get the things done.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Maybe many of you would be having the same question. See, that is the reason first when I opened up the chat GPT, I did not log into my account. Okay, so you can see my screen. It says at the top, login. So this is, I'm using it for free. The same for Gemini, but after I asked the question, it asked me to sign in. So I had to sign into it. So then I went to sign in and I opened up the Gemini. Okay. And then I use different tools like the Wayground. Yes, all these accounts which I have used, they all are free. But like few of them, if suppose I take the example of Gamma. So it is free for 8 slides. if I have to create more slides, so it will ask me to purchase. So no issues. You can use 2, 3 different accounts. And if suppose you want to prepare more content, then what we do usually is we divide with the students. We call up 2, 3 students, we give them the content, and we ask them to prepare this. So we do. You don't have to do. You only need different accounts. Like you can see over here, I am left with 190 credits over here. So every month the credits are given. So we can use it every month. Then I talked about Kahoot, the same thing for Kahoot. If suppose I am giving the content, we can create any amount of questions. But if I am taking the assistance of AI, so then it will be limited. Then it will ask you to pay. So you can again create 2, 3 accounts, and you can create it, because we don't want it for like 40, 50, 100 questions. We'll be using it for limited number of questions. But if you want it to use at a large scale, then you can purchase it. Then I went to the Napkin AI. So this also, it is free account. I have simply used my Gmail to use it. So this is the best tool which I like for preparing anything in graphical manner. And yes, it has changed a lot. So these tools, they keep on upgrading. Like they are upgraded every time. If you open it, the website, after say 7 days, you will see a new feature over there. So I guess
Right, sir. Yes, yes, I
this
got your yes.
explanation was clear to you.
Yes, yes. Thank you very much, sir. Actually, I just want to appreciate also, because whatever the tools you have discussed, and side by side, you are just making it clear with the practical ability, practical applications also. Whatever
So
that you
I
were showing,
believe
that
in
was really
practical, because
understandable.
even I wanted you all to sit with the systems or the laptop so that you can try out things. Because many a times things look easier when we see, but we're not able to find that option.
Right,
And
right,
this gamma thing, when we went to prepare the present the paper, the student was literally struggling to remove that gamma part, and I just told him it will just take a minute to remove. And when I removed, he was astonished that how it was removed. It's just a simple feature called as a slide master. So you simply select the slide master. If suppose I want to write over here my name on every slide, so I can simply go to the text, and simply I want to write, let me write webinar. So I write webinar. If suppose I want to put it up, I put this up over here. So this is over here. Now I have just put it in one slide over here in the slide master, and it is put up in all the slides. So this is a very simple feature of PowerPoint. So they used it to put their copyright, and they want us to pay. So we can remove it if we are just if we don't need to pay for the same.
right,
So it is easy.
right, right. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Anybody else, if you have any query, we can connect. Otherwise, I can continue. Okay. So I was also showing, let me show you this up. So
Sorry to disturb you, sir.
yes, sir.
I mentioned my question in the chat box. Can you
Okay, I
access
just
it?
checked, sir. Okay. I just now saw your question. The question says, I'm preparing my exam question using AI tools by uploading the syllabus. I'm concerned that might also use the AI tools before the examination if they upload the same syllabus. Okay. Okay, so first thing, if suppose I have a limited syllabus, so I take the example of say mathematics or say Python. If I have Python data types, okay, I have pandas, I have list, tuple, may let this be the content of the syllabus. So all the questions would be related to the given syllabus only. Okay, so then you said, see, if the syllabus is same, we know that the complete questions will be based on that particular syllabus. So there may be a possibility that one or two questions may be same. Now, if suppose I put up the syllabus and I required 20 questions. So usually what I do, if suppose I require 20 questions, I will give the prompt to prepare 40 questions. And out of those 40 questions, I'll take up the 20 which I need and I'll make changes. And if suppose another teacher teaching the same subject, he or she also does the same. So there may be a possibility that few of the questions may be same, like I said, define, or if what are the 4 types of something. So that would be the same, but the other content would be different. And whenever we give a prompt to the AI, every time it gives a different answer. So let me check for a syllabus, a general syllabus. So anyone can give an example, like which prompt do I want to give? Let us ask Perplexity. Anyone can give any topic. Okay. Okay, somebody said radiation physics. And even somebody is asking, is there any simple AI for e-content preparation? Sir, for e-content preparation, we can simply use any of the AI tools. And instead of giving the whole syllabus, we should give a topic. And which we can take the help of the AI tool to prepare that particular topic along with the level of what we want. If suppose I say Excel, so whether I want it for the basic level, beginners level, or the advanced level. So first we can give that, and then we can get the content one by one topic wise. Because if suppose we give the complete syllabus, then it won't, even the paid model won't be able to help it properly. So what I suggest would, you can give small parts of the syllabus. You can use the AI only to divide the syllabus in small topics, small parts, and then you can give one by one topic. Then you can say, help me with the notes and contents of point number 1, point number 2, like that. And somebody said radiation physics. I want to prepare 10 questions for the topic given. So I have given to Perplexity. I go to ChatGPT and I give the same prompt to ChatGPT. I click on stay logged out. So it is generating 10 questions. Now this is generating the MCQs automatically. It's still thinking. And if you can see the ChatGPT, it has generated the 10 different questions. Now let me again open up another ChatGPT and let us give. Now just see, I'll put both the windows side by side. Now see, I gave the same prompt. You can see here are 10 well-structured questions on the topic radiation physics. On the right side, again, it is done, but now first it says basic concepts, then the radiation interactions, radioactivity, and let me try it out another time. I again open up a different ChatGPT. The reason I'm not logging into it is I don't want to let it know that I am the same person who is asking the same questions again and again. So now just see, the first time I gave, it just gave me 10 questions. The second time I gave, it is well structured with the basic concepts, radiation interactions. And the third one, again, it is showing up. Let us check the questions. Now here the second point says atomic and nuclear structure, but that is not there here. So again, it is little different. So every time you give a prompt, it generates different questions. But yes, if we go into it deeply, it will be depending on the topic of what we have given, radiation. So ultimately, it will be of radiation only. I hope I could clear your doubt.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay, so somebody is saying creation of video. So that is limited for now. I'll just check with the notebook LM whether we have the option now there. It is also available for few Google accounts. So I'll just go to the notebook LM. I go to the studio And here we have the option of video. So the option of video is over here. So I just select a brief one. Okay, auto select custom. So the visual style, I select retro. Okay, so I simply click on generate. Let us see what is it generating. And even we have, if I my Google Drive, so there is an option of Google Vids, as you all can see over here. This may not be available to everyone. I'll just check with my other account if it's available or not. So I go to new. So it's there with the free account as well. So you can simply click on Google Vids. So it says, hello, Dr. Vijay, let's start creating. So you can convert your slides into videos, you can record. So you can use this. You can just write a script and you can select the avatar. This is for the premium users. If I, and let me go back to Notebook LM. Okay, so it is generating the video preview. This will take a while. So my topic given was time management. So you can use this, and video usually takes time. Even if suppose I have to make up a video and share with you, so photo will take less time because I just have to stand and get the picture click. But for video, I have to prepare and then I have to present. So if in real time it takes time, so it's AI, so it will also take some time, and it will generate. Many of you may not like what it is given, but sometimes, like, I can say that 20% it gives a better result, and 80% of the time it is not what we want. So any somebody else, if you have any query, or we can just finish it up. So if this gets loaded, so we can just wait. Otherwise, I'll just share the link with link in the group once it gets created, so that you can see it over there. And if suppose, yeah, I was discussing about this. So let me write the names of the students. Let us say these are my 67 students. Maybe I may have pressed some shortcut key, so it's showing up percentage. So I have written the serial numbers, I have written the roll numbers. So I have dragged it down. So here is my list ready with the roll numbers and the serial numbers of the students. Now, let us say that I have some values of the students. So let me say that the test was of 20 marks for each assessment or tests, whatever, and the students are scoring marks between 8 to 20. So I am just giving some random values. So here are my random values. So let me also put some lines. Okay, this is much better. So I have the marks of my 67 students, the assessment marks, and now I need to analyze it. Simply, I can give an example like somebody who is not from the computer background, he or she wants to find the sum or the average or grade. So what you can do is just simply you can write a simple prompt and you can get the formula. The formula for sum is very easy. You can just, after the entry is done, if suppose I want to find the sum of these four, assessment 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I can simply do is I can just select it. Selection you can do by the mouse by clicking and dragging, or you can simply press the shift and the right arrow key. The four cells will get selected, and once they all get selected, you can simply press the alt and the equal to key on your keyboard, so it will show up the sum. So let me show you my keyboard. I can just take the cursor over there, press the alt key, and I press the equal to key. So it shows up the sum. It is there. And if suppose instead of 9, I make it say 15, my sum is updated automatically, and I can just drag it down. So I get the sum. Now I know that these marks are out of 20. So all total, it becomes 40. 80. So I write over here 80. And at this place, I need to find the percentage and I don't know Excel. So I can simply provide this data to my chat GPT. So let us go to this window and I'll write. I have my content in Excel in this form. I need to know the formula for calculating the percentage. I've taken up percentage because everyone knows that percentage is sum of the observations divided by total number of observations divided by the total value divided by 100. So I have given up like this, and my percentage would be calculated in column I. So I'll write over here percentage will be calculated in, either I can say column I or I can say cell I2. So I write cell I2. I just press the enter key. It says thank you for trying ChatGPT. I click on stay logged out. So it simply gives me the formula. It says H2 equal to H2 divided by 80 into 100. So it also knows that H2 already contains 51 because I have copied this part to it. So I can simply copy it. I can write H2 divided by 80 into 100. The same thing is given by the chat GPT. I can also use sum. It is saying sum I've already used. So I simply press the enter key. Now I got the percentage for the first one. अब इसको check करने, we can check it in a way. To check it, let me give 20 marks to all. It is showing up 100. That means the percentage is correct. The formula is correct. So I have checked it. I undo my changes made to my content. It was 51. And now I simply click and drag. This is done. So this is how you can find out the percentage, okay, for a particular student. And now let me find out the grade. Let me say that the person scoring more than 80 marks to be given A grade, more than 60 to be given B grade, more than 40 to be given C grade, and less than 40 as grade D. So if you know Excel, well, fine, good. If you don't know, you can simply use the if command. So I give the heading grade. Now again, I go to the chat GPT and I write, kindly generate a formula for to calculate grade in column J as per the marks, more than 80 or 80 grade A, more than 60 or equal to 60 grade B, more than or equal to 40 grade C, else fail. The formula required is required in is cell J2. So I write over here the formula is required in cell J2. So I press the enter key. So it says you can use the if function. So this is the if function. Whatever I had said, see what is doing. It's if it's more than 80, then A, more than 60, then B, more than 40, then C, otherwise fail. So I can simply put it up over here. So this is grade C. I can simply drag it down. So here we have got the values. Wait a minute. So let us check it. If it's more than equal to 40, okay, done. So here it is done. If I write 20, it is calculating on H47. It should calculate on this. So kindly check on what is it calculating, because it should not be fail. If the marks are 20, it should be fail. If the marks are 40, it should be grade C. If the marks are 61, it should be grade B. And if the marks are more than 80, sorry, 82, it is grade A only. So that is how we can just simply use a simple if command. So likewise, like the teachers and students can use various formulae. I have simply used the sum, division, multiplication, and if. So like this, we have so many. If suppose I need to count how many of the students have got A, so I can simply use the count if over here. Abhi, the time is getting over, so I am not using AI this time. I will simply use this. So I am simply using count if. So for A grade, we have got 57. For B grade, we have got only 1. And let me count for C grade. There are 9. So total there were 67 students. So it's 57 plus 1 plus 9. It is 67. And if suppose I change this, so we also have fail. So let me also do it for fail as well, so that I can end it up. So I write over here fail. Fail shows 0 right now. If suppose I write 0, 0, and 0, so it is updating in real time. And also if I update a few more students' marks, so see it's updating in real time. So fail have become 5, A have become 53, and I make changes again, so the number is changing. So if you have any queries, you can ask. Otherwise, the time is up.
Before we conclude, if you have any questions or queries, please feel free to raise your hand or share it in the chat box.
I can see somebody is raising the hand. You can just unmute and speak.
Yes, sir. Sir, I just want to inquire about the chat GPT as, sir, they are not giving the true picture of the research, sir.
They
Sir,
are.
I have entered data just like you were giving the example. You have got it, how we can summarize the things, na? But
Yes,
still,
ma'am.
I was having data and I have put my data in that, but it is not giving the results.
Okay, so what is it showing anything, or it's not loading only, ma'am?
Yeah, sir.
If it is
Sir,
not
it is
loading,
not
that
saying.
see, sometimes the chat GPT gets stuck if there is some issue with the internet.
हाँ
Otherwise,
जी
it shows some data after some time. So you can just reload, and then you can
okay
put
sir
up the content, and
okay
then you
okay
can see.
as you were explaining na, so
Yes.
I was doing also na.
Okay, ma'am.
So this one summarizing and additions, these are not given, just like you were presenting, they were not at all in actual sense, they were not coming, sir.
Okay, ma'am. See, I open up Chat GPT in front of you, and what prompt did you give? I'll give the same prompt.
Okay, sir. Okay, I will get you, Hana, after some time, no, sir.
Sure, sure. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Ma'am, you can use this camera.
Thank you, sir, for that enlightening and thought-provoking session. Your insights into how artificial intelligence can transform personalized learning and enable adaptive assessments and provide meaningful feedback have truly enriched our understanding. The practical perspectives you shared will undoubtedly help us integrate AI thoughtfully and responsibly into our educational practices. Has we also kindly request all the participants to complete the feedback form posted in the chat box.
Also in the WhatsApp group.
The feedback form is posted in the chat box as well as in the WhatsApp group. I request all the participants to fill the feedback form. As we conclude today's webinar, I once again express our sincere gratitude to our Father Principal, Dr. Father John PJ, Vice Principal, Dr. Sister Lima Jacob, Dean Academics, Father John Panithas, HOD Ms. Swati Sharma, our esteemed speaker, Dr. Vijay Panse, and all the participants from Xavier Board of Higher Education and other institutes for making this session a grand success. Let us move forward with renewed enthusiasm, embracing AI not as a replacement for educators, but as a powerful partner in enhancing teaching, learning, and assessment. Thank you all for your valuable time and active participation. Have a wonderful day. Before leaving the meeting, I request all the participants to switch on their camera as we would like to take a screenshot of the session. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day ahead.